like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the high.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the high gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the Turnbuckle Talk Podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. How you guys doing, y'all? So, first, we want to talk about the AJ Lee thing that's happened. You know, now, people might say the best kept secret, right? But we can say that about a lot of rumors that happen. Alright, we can say that about Penta. We can say that about Anderson Black. We can say that about Bobby. The walking weapon. Ace Austin. We can say like the internet. The internet does that. But in this case, this was storytelling. Now, did it last long with the storytelling? We knew we was in AJ Lee Sunday, right? Like Sunday after the pay per view on what happened with CM Punk, right? All right, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be on the next Unsurreal or whatever that name for Netflix. Because right now they have the Seth Rollins thing, injury angle. That's gonna be on there. The R-Truth situation will be in there. Will be on there. I don't know what else. I forgot. So, we'll see. But the AJ Lee has been good so far. Like we know that she can promo. We know that she can wrestle. Now, you got people out there who say name AJ Lee's top 5 matches. I can't name. I can't name. Just because I can't name don't mean she didn't have your wrestling matches. Now, is she a Rhea Ripley? Is she a Bailey? Is she a Becky? No. But she can hold her own. Like when we start comparing elite wrestling females in the business, Charlotte, like the 4 horsewomen. You can't compare them to other wrestlers right now, unless they EO or Data Kai or like unless they somebody who's not homegrown. And I'm not saying either of these homegrown. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to give her an excuse, but you can't compare these wrestlers to her. Alright, or not even her, not even AJ Lee. Like you can't compare. You can't compare any other wrestlers to them. Like Nikki Bella, you definitely can't do that. Like she just had a match with Oscar, right? And Oscar's elite too, right? Nikki Bella is not going to have a 5-star match with Oscar. Like Austin don't have to slow down what she can do in the ring to make it decent, right? So, but I'm not even saying AJ Lee's on the same level. I mean, no, I'm not even saying that Nikki Bella's on the same level as AJ Lee. She's not, right? Right? So, like, something we just gotta calm down about and let it play out. You know, that's what the sickos say, don't they? Like the sickos say, let it play out. Let it play out. Now, for those who don't know who the sickos are, the AEW marks. That's who the sickos are, right? So, like, some things we just gotta let it play out. Some things we just gotta see for what it is. You know, and some of it is just good storytelling. Not the ones that are out there trying to ruin the whole AJ moment by bringing up or going on Twitter and going to find when she dated Jay Lethal and the pictures with it and everything, or going to find when, you know, she was a big fan of Lita and now she's married to Lita's ex-boyfriend. Like, why are we doing that? Like, why are we being toxic about something we don't have to be toxic about? Right? Right? But it's happening. But she was on Friday. She debuted on Friday. Major pop. Everybody loved it. And then she came back on Monday. By the way, Raw's gonna be at 7 for 3 weeks going forward. It's a test. It's a test. That's what that is. It's a test to see how they do at that time slot, because they want to get away from football. You know. Now, I can guarantee you, if this was still well, let me see. Sorry. Oh, yeah. So they want to test this out. Now, I guarantee if this was still on USA Network, wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have happened. The show must go on, right? And the E wouldn't care as much either. And the E, it's probably not the E's idea. It's probably Netflix's idea, right? Because Netflix cares about ratings. Netflix cares about its purchase. You know, just like ESPN cares about, you know, what they brought. But Netflix cares about Raw and wants it to succeed, right? Right? So Netflix doesn't want. Netflix has seen the WWE numbers, and Netflix has seen the NFL numbers on Netflix, and Netflix understands that the E or anything else can't hold a candle to the NFL. And like baseball used to be the America's time. So like America's sport, right? That ain't it no more. It's the NFL. Nothing in the USA touches football. So Netflix doesn't want, or Netflix is going to try to make something happen different when it comes to the ratings, when it comes to Mondays, because they don't want them to move from Mondays. You know, I think that'd be the last resort. Let them move away from Mondays so they can get away from football. So, time slot. Instead of coming on at 8, come on at 7. Instead of, so I mean, it won't. They should have did it this week. I mean, this Monday. It just passed. Because this Monday, this coming, it's not going to matter. Because the NFL got two games that's coming on Monday. One's going to start early, and the other one is. So it's not going to matter. Like, they finna get hit. This week they finna get hit. The second week, maybe not. But this week, definitely they finna get hit because there's 2 games coming on there. So, I know I'm just ESPN. So, let me talk about that right quick. So, ESPN brought the E's pay-per-views. So, now you gotta watch stuff on the ESPN app. For $30, not doing it. Just like the AEW. Now I knew when AEW was going on HBO that they wasn't going to be free. Just because you got HBO. Nah. Like, I knew then that something was going to be wrong with that situation. Alright, and it is. Like, you get a 10% discount. So instead of it being instead of it being $50, it'll be $40. I'm gonna keep watching my shit for free. So with the E, we finna see if I can watch shit for free with the Eco pay-per-views on September 20th. We finna see, cause I'm not watching. I'm not paying. I can't and I won't pay $30 for an app. That's extreme. That's too much. I understand there's content on there, but nah. I don't even pay for cable, right? But I got it, and that's not a brag. I'm just saying. Like I can't pay for all these. I definitely can't pay $30 for a streaming service. Can't. I mean, not an app. Like, but nonetheless. So let's go about AJ Lee. So she did a match. Well, nah. She's gonna have her first match at Wrestling Palooza. Alright, on September 20th. But it's gonna be a tag match, which is smart. Right? Because eventually she will get a match with Bailey. No. Becky. Bailey too, eventually. But she will get a match with Becky for the IC title. That's gonna happen. C's were planning recently. Like AJ came down with the belt on Monday. Now she got it back, but that's how she got her match with Seth Rollins and Becky versus AJ Lee and CM Punk. Right? So it's definitely gonna happen because they hired AJ Lee full time. So that's cool. So I'm happy she's back, and a lot of people happy she's back because she left 10 years ago. She said "quote unquote" a back injury. I don't know if I believe all that, but it could be some of the reason why. It's not all the reason why. I'll tell you that now. Tell you that right now. That's not the whole reason why. Nah. Like, she left because her husband left and had a lawsuit going on too. So, and maybe she had mental health issues and stuff because she did that in a promo. So maybe that happened too. I mean, I'm not saying maybe. It happened. So, but I'm happy to see her back. I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do in the ring. And we can go from there. Speaking of AJ Styles. So now he's done 2 promos about somebody doesn't want him here. You know, and one was off screen camera. I mean, it was on Raw, but it was off. It was off. It was on commercial break when he did the promo on purpose. On purpose. Like, cause let's not forget. Let's not forget that Triple H likes doing stuff different. Like when Kevin Owens punched KO, wasn't on camera. It wasn't even on inside the ring or in the arena. It was outside of the arena, and the fans caught it, and it exploded out, and it blew up and went viral. This is what Triple H wants to do too with this here. So because I think it's a work, and it's to blur the lines to see if it's real or not. You know, like I believe nowadays with they like leaking stuff to see if it sticks, or leaking stuff to see what happens. Right? So same thing with this. So AJ contract is up in February. Maybe he signed another extension. Cause he said he was gonna wrestle until he's 50. I think that was the age he threw out there. So he got some time, and maybe he do want to go to AEW, and maybe I'm quite sure he'd get booked better in AEW too. You know, because the booking matters. Like AJ loses more than he wins. That's for sure. But we gotta let this play out and see what happens. Now, speaking of letting stuff play out, I said a couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago, that if the spot that LA Knight got, if I felt different about what was happening with him, I would say I was wrong. So, I'm here to say I was wrong. I'm here to tell you that, is he in a better spot? Yes. Right? That hasn't changed. But he's never going to be champ. Like, he's never going to be champ. And this is not what I was wrong about. Because he should be champ. He should be champ. Alright? I was wrong about what's happening with him. Now, is he main eventing stuff? Yeah, he is. Is he in the main event picture? Yes, he is. But he's losing. He hasn't won a match since he fought Seth on Saturday night main event. Oh well, yeah, he hasn't pinned somebody. He hasn't won a match since he pinned Seth at Saturday night main event. That's the last time he won a match. Alright? That meant something. And he was supposed to lose that one there. He's won another match, but it was DQ because CM no, he didn't win that. Because he hit the CM Punk went after Seth and put hands on Seth. So it made Seth win by DQ. So yeah, the last time LNA had a win was that Saturday night main event. That was the last time he had a win. Right? So, like, is he in a better spot? Yes and no. But I don't see him being champ. Because here's another thing. You can be in the main event, and it won't mean anything if you keep losing and you don't win. Because now you can get the pop and everything, but then people are gonna start realizing that you all talk, and that's it, and it doesn't matter because you keep losing. Right? So, like, just Monday he lost to Russell Reed. Regardless of if they tried to protect him or not, he still lost. And then a couple weeks ago he lost to Braun Breaker. You know? It was like that in SmackDown too when he was losing to the Bloodline. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna talk about before I go is Jay Uso. So I don't think they turning him heel. All right. I think what's happening is they're giving him a character change. Like they're changing his character back to Jey Uso when he didn't trust Sammy and he was unhinged. You know, because like Monday he was sounding like Roman Monday. Like he was. Like even Jimmy said he was sounding like Roman. You know. So I don't think he's turning heel. I think what's happening is they are developing his character again. Because they want him to be a little bit more edgier. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think he makes too much money on merch for them to turn him heel. And I think it's too soon to turn him heel after they turned Cena heel and it didn't work out. It's too soon. It's too soon to turn him heel, and it's too soon because the fans popping him still. He's mad over still. He's still a bestseller in merch still. Nah. They're just making him a little bit more edgier, like Stone Cold. And the people I'm naming, he's not on the same level as them, but still, they turn LA Knight before they turn Jey Uso. My opinion. But I'm gonna end the show with that. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch EFBC. Make sure y'all watch us. New breed. We should have some more stuff coming pretty soon. This is the High Gun. God bless. Love you. I'm out.